What is going on, Cuse Nation? Welcome back to yet another edition of Bleed Orange. My name, Landon Cook, alongside Lucas Tarcunio, as always, and thank you for watching. Today, we'll be taking a post-game look at Syracuse versus Albany as the Orange took a 62-24 victory in the Loud House. What did you take away from this game, Lucas?
A lot of flags on Syracuse, which they better not do against Liberty tomorrow. So that's pretty much the only thing that was bad about that game.
Yeah, and it really was a lot of penalties. The most penalty flags, in fact, and since 1956 in a football game for the Orange, and you really wouldn't expect that from a Dino Babers team, especially because of how hard-nosed disciplined he is. And with that many flags being called, there is some red flags going on there, especially against an FCS school like Albany.
Yeah, Albany. We shouldn't have that many flags.
You really
Albany's
shouldn't.
0-3. They're not that good of a team this year.
They really aren't. Now,
yeah.
They went, they started their season off 0-3 on two devastating losses before the Orange. They could have won the game with two missed extra points and a missed field goal, two of which were on botched snaps. Really, really a bad special teams unit for this Great Danes team. And they really could be possibly 2-1 right now, but 0-3, their season's starting to fall downhill, and Albany's just going down the window. And you know what? The Orange doubled their win total from last season, so let's give them a round of applause for that. 2-1, the Syracuse Orange go on to defeat the Albany Great Danes. Now, that doubles your win total from 2020. It's just amazing to see that, and as a Cuse fan, we wish it could have started off as 3-0, obviously, but losing to Rutgers isn't something to hang your head about. They have one of their biggest games of the season, or some people are saying the biggest game for Rutgers in decades. This Saturday, going on to face Michigan at Michigan, a huge game for Rutgers. And as a Cuse fan, I hope with all of my heart they lose, but with all due respect, this is a great big game for them.
Oh yeah, but Rutgers, we want them to win sometimes. It will make our loss look good.
It will.
And
you're right. Yeah, with making our loss look good, that's what it's about in the long run. Now, what did this Albany game mean to Syracuse in importance after coming off a loss to Rutgers? How big of a deal was that to reset, score nearly 70 points, and just demolish an Albany team? How much was that needed?
Well, they knew coming in the game that Albany was not a very good football team. They weren't on the level Syracuse was. And it was very important for the Orange because they what's the word? I don't know the word, but they needed the win. It will help them in the future make a big bowl, but
it really will. Now, the Orange going out to play Liberty tomorrow. We will be making a preview video right after this one, so make sure to stay tuned for that. DeVito or Schrader? Now, Dino Babers said he would have a permanent for sure quarterback after this game. And if I'm being honest with you, I didn't see one thing from either quarterback that pointed out, all right, listen, he's better. He's better. They both threw a pick. I mean, DeVito's was a pick six. They both had the same amount of passing. And what were you going to say?
He threw one against Rutgers too.
He did throw one against Rutgers too. But Schrader did have more passing yards and rushing yards. He kind of beat him out of the go at it, but he did have more snaps. I don't know why he played it off like possession by possession when he could have just played DeVito in the first half and Schrader in the second half. But I really don't know what Dino Babers is looking at this for. He said he'd have a quarterback no matter what by the end of the week. He made a reference to the New York Yankees. He goes, oh, this is kind of like a starter reliever situation right now. You know, you put out your ace the staff. He struggles a bit. Then you bring in your ace reliever like Mariano Rivera. And I don't know. I just don't know how he's going to go with this, but he's going to have a for sure quarterback to start for the rest of the season at the end of this week, which is today.
Yeah. It could be Schrader, but I didn't like how when they played against Albany, Schrader threw the ball. He didn't really lead his receivers. On the other hand, DeVito leads his receivers, but Garrett Schrader's a better runner. He's a better he moves around more in the pocket. And like DeVito doesn't. But he has improved on it this year. He has improved moving around in the pocket.
Yeah, but that does change when you go up against primetime ESPN ACC competition. You know, like against Liberty, their defensive line, they're flames coming off the back. See what I did there? No pun intended. Actually, there was pun intended. You know, if our offensive line can't hold up, it's going to be Schrader. If they can hold up, it's going to be DeVito. That's all I have to say. Nothing else besides if our offensive line can't hold up, it's Schrader. And if they can, it's DeVito. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. I like that. Garrett Schrader, like I said, better moving around. He has better footwork than DeVito. And if the offensive line can hold their blocks, it's going to be DeVito.
Yeah, yep, you are right. So I guess we'll see tomorrow night, 8 p.m. against Liberty. Now, Sean Tucker, what a game. 132 rushing yards and 121 receiving yards in only playing 2.5 quarters of football. How impressive is that with 253 total yards and 5 touchdowns? He could have broken Jim Brown's record if he stayed in the game. And he could have even broken the all-time record if he stayed in the game. This was an outstanding performance. I don't care who you're playing. That was an outstanding performance by Sean Tucker.
It really was. Sean Tucker, he should be wearing the number you're wearing right now. He deserves that number so much. He's just very talented. I'm excited to see him in the NFL. He's going to be a first round pick.
I am very impressed by Sean Tucker. Now, he has 4 more years of eligibility.
Yep.
4 more years of eligibility. He is so young with so much potential. I don't know how Clemson or Bama or Florida or Oklahoma or Georgia missed out on this guy, but he hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
Really did. He's one of those fast guys, Baber says, that runs track because he wants to get faster for football. He's one of those guys, he says. Now, Undercuffler for the Great Danes did not have a great game on the offensive side of things until the end of the game. Now, if you were to say you were more impressed with one side of Albany's game, would it be offense or defense?
Definitely offense. They put up 24 on a good Syracuse defense, but we did put in our third team.
Yeah.
Second half. So they did put up 24 on an FBS school.
Think about it, though. 7 of those 24 were pick 6 by DeVito. And then 14 of those points were on second and third team defense. So that's 21 out of their 24 points scored on flukes. But yeah, I do respect that. 24 points, even on the second team or third team for the Cuse, is a big accomplishment. Now, there was no Taj Harris against Albany. Did it help to finally maybe get a wide receiver number 2? And if so, who?
Damian Alford showed a lot. That
He did.
72, 73-yard pass from DeVito to Alford. He made a nice catch. He outran the cornerback and just put it right in here.
Nice. And I couldn't agree with you more. If I was to say we had a wide receiver two, for now, I'd have to say Anthony Queeley.
Yeah.
But besides Anthony Queeley, Alford showed me a lot. And I would say Alford if he showed consistent performances like that every game. But I know Anthony Queeley, and I truly believe Anthony Queeley will be the wide receiver two for the remainder of the season. Now, that's really it. That's what we got for you guys today for the post game. Make sure to stay tuned for the pregame to Liberty, the Liberty Flames, as the Orange play them in the Loud House, the whiteout game. We're all pumped for that. But first, I'd like to mention some giveaways that we're doing here on the channel. Now, we are giving away some LED lights. There will be an Instagram post making you guys aware of this, but it's all packaged and everything. For the LED lights, you must be subscribed to this YouTube channel, follow the Bleed Orange Instagram, and have 5 of your friends subscribe to the Bleed Orange YouTube channel and DM the Bleed Orange YouTube channel telling us who subscribed and what you got going on there. And this bad boy, a Carrier Dome replica, we'll be giving away 2 of these. These will be packaged to anyone who wants it, but you must be subscribed to the YouTube channel and have 10 of your friends subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are nearing 200 subscribers on the channel, so let's get there before we can give these away. Now, make sure to do the same thing for that. DM the Instagram and tell us who subscribed, including yourself, and we will get those shipped away right to you. And there will be a 1 in 3 chance it gets shipped to you. All right. So that is all we have for you guys today. There will be more details on the Instagram. And by what I mean by 1 in 3, it will be shipped to you, but you just have to have your friends subscribe. That is all we have for you guys today. Thanks for coming on the show, Lucas.
Thank you for having me. I will be seeing you guys in a little bit.
All right, sounds good. And always remember, Cuse Nation, let's go, Sarah. See you guys.